So this morning we were able to go to the Library of Congress and get our library cards. And after that, we went down and we went and read a few books there.
Got our card, we went right in, and it was really cool. We had to keep really quiet, but it was beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful things I've seen since we've been here.
I'm coming from New Orleans, so everything's really close and compact, and a block here and a block there, and the city's done with. But when I talk about a city that just goes on for miles of extreme and great architecture, with different parks and memorials, it's just outstanding to see all that.
That's something I really enjoy, is architecture in places like this, and it is truly incredible. You see pictures of it on TV and on the internet and stuff like that, but to actually be here and see all of this around us, it's really incredible.
But when you come here now, it's like, look, all of this it's the people's. I start to open my eyes and see that this is what the United States is. This is America's capital. And that we got a lot of history here. There's a lot of things that are very important, all the way from the memorials to the government buildings, the decisions made, and then the memorials that show, where those decisions have been protected for years. It has a lot more gratifying experience for me now.
What struck my heart the most was in the Capitol building, we went in this one room, and the original pillars from the original building were still standing, even like through the when the Capitol was burned in the War of 1812. And so there were about 6 or 7 pillars that were still standing that were original, and it was so amazing to walk up and feel them and realize that, this was our founding fathers were here when these pillars were placed, and to actually feel that and place my hand on it, it had a profound impact on me, because I was coming in contact with my history in a very real way.
And we just got done meeting with a legislative correspondent from Senator Durbin's office.
It was very awesome to be able to meet the representative who represents my district, represents my family in Congress. I was able to talk about my aspirations to become a cadet in the United States Military Academy. We talked about the district, some issues going on.
I was very excited to meet Senator McCaskill. I'm a big supporter, and I've really wanted an internship with her at some point after high school.
Yeah, I definitely want to intern when I'm in college. I think that'd be a great experience. I don't know if I would actually be a congressman or not. That seems like it'd be a really high-stress job.
I thought that getting to work that close with a senator, being able to have an impact in the legislative process, if I could do that at 22, 24 years old, that would be really a neat career to have.
Today, the Iowa Mafia got to meet with Senator Grassley from Iowa. He's a very interesting guy. He's very personable. He talked with us. He also got us official passes into the Senate gallery so that we could see his speech on the Assistant Attorney General electee.
We were speaking last night about what the conversation is going to be like, and they were trying to talk tactics on how do you start the conversation. I said, you don't have to be tactful about this. This is just you sitting down with a fellow citizen of your state, speaking about events that are happening there. Just a really warm and kind, open conversation.
Well, it was really cool because you'd think he'd be really uptight or something, but he's really laid back, and he just kind of talked to us about his family and our past and what we want to do in his past.
He asked us what we wanted to do when we grew up, and I said politics, and one of the other girls said politics, and then Danny said he wanted to be a chemical engineer, and the other girl said she wanted to be a doctor, and he said 2 of you are doing something worthwhile, and it wasn't you two, and he pointed to me and the other girl who said she wanted to do politics, so I thought that was really funny.
What struck me the most is how compassionate they were to, move around their schedule. Representative John Dingell, he was not there at the beginning, but, he tried his best efforts to see us as long as he could. And you hear about politicians, not being able to, meet with the representative or not willing to. And today, it truly changed my opinion on that.
Actually going in and taking a seat at one of the Senate sessions and listening to the senator from Connecticut actually propose an amendment on a bill, it's very real, because the people just have this general view that they don't really like their Congress, they don't really like the senators or the representatives. They're really unpleased with how the party politics is playing out now. But we can see some of the difficulties of that process. We can go in and meet these people and realize that they're trying to do their job.
And as we were leaving, he said, stay interested in politics, because he said a lot of people get discouraged and don't keep their interest, and he said, and they don't realize how much of an impact it has and how important it is. So that was a really powerful message to me, just that you can't just kind of discount the system and say, oh, Congress doesn't work, Congress is split and they don't work together. You have to have faith in the system and you have to work and keep working at it. You can't give up.
It is really my honor to be here with you and see all these young, wonderful men that dedicated their life to make a difference and do the right things in their schools. You wouldn't be here if you wouldn't have done that. As you heard, I am a survivor of the Holocaust. And I'm here not to tell you a story. I'm here to share memories. I do so you would know the truth, you would understand, but most of all, not allow atrocities like the Holocaust in humanity ever again. All through the Holocaust, I was a little girl that prayed to the Almighty. In the morning, I used to say, "Dear God, let me live through the day. I hope I'll be free." At night, I used to pray and say, "Let me sleep through the night. I like to be alive and free." But it came a time when I went outside to go to the so-called bathroom, and I saw a mountain of skeletons, all my relatives, all my friends laying there. I used to go into the barn and cry and talk to God and say, "Dear God, let me die. I don't want to live anymore. I want to be on top. My body should be on top with my friends." And the women around me, Jewish women, said, "Stupid little girl. The enemy, the Nazis want you dead. You have to live. You have to survive. But if you survive, you have to promise us that you will teach the world what happened here. Don't let us be forgotten. Make a prayer for us." Now we, the survivors, are getting old. Please, take our promise. Take over and teach people to respect each other and love each other. You see, we have to understand that the Lord in heaven, but whatever name we call him, is one, and he doesn't want us to suffer. It's we, the children of God, sometimes don't do the right thing. May God bless you. May God bless America.